The storm lottery continues. Some of us won, some of us didn't. I'm 13 News meteorologist Matt Standridge. This is the map from Live Doppler 13 of all the downpours we had yesterday for your Wednesday, June 25th. And some of us got drenched. Eastern Shelby County into Rush County, Fayette County. We got slammed there in Connorsville. And here's a look in Hendricks County. We got some downpours right around Brownsburg, Pittsboro, and south into Avon and Plainfield. And then some of us got barely a drop. Some of us didn't get any rain completely at all, especially for some of our far southern counties. So it's a lottery. So my job essentially is to figure out who has the most tickets. Maybe you have a higher chance of winning. I think those chances will be kind of east and north. I'll show you the rain zones today, but high pressure and this frontal system, they're continuing to battle at it, kind of a tug of war. High pressure wants to just keep us super hot and humid, and this front wants to bring in more clouds and more rain chances, but then also finally some cooler air. Here's the thing, the front will win eventually, but it won't arrive here till Monday, and it's going to take a while. In fact, we won't really even get the cooler air until Tuesday. You could walk faster than this cold front's coming at us. In the meantime, we're kind of a mix of both. We get the heat and humidity, and we get scattered downpours. But at least you have the scattered downpour chance to maybe cool you off. We're going to be dry throughout your Thursday morning, but later this afternoon and evening, be on the lookout for these scattered rain and storms. In fact, we have a level 1 severe risk, generally north of Indianapolis. The reason why there's even a severe zone is because some of these cells get so big with so much water, they can really cool the air and then rush this wind out. And we had those yesterday. In fact, we had a couple severe thunderstorm warnings, and that's exactly what happened. Meteorologists Sean Ash and Angela Buckman were tracking them. You can get some winds up to 60 miles per hour in very localized areas. So that's what this green color is for. Farther south, Indy and towards Bloomington and Columbus, we'll have rain chances, but our cells may not quite be as big enough in order to do that, but we'll have some scattered rain chances. But the bigger cells, the beefier cells, will be farther to the north. But we still have rain chances on the way. Hopefully you get a shower to cool you off from the 90s that we're expecting later today, but it's going to feel like it's over 100 degrees again. Forget how many days is now, but maybe 5 days in a row of 100 plus. We'll take a look, but it could be one of our longest stretches. I believe if we have 6 or 7 days of 100 plus for heat index, we'll tie 2012. So it's been a hot second, literally, since we've been this hot for so long for a stretch. So we'll have to track that. But here are your rain zones today. Remember, this is kind of the way to see who has the most tickets, but areas north of Indy, east of Indy, and kind of south and east of Indy, we have the highest chance. It's more of this westerly, southwesterly zone where we're a little bit less on the chance, I think. I think the humidity will be a little bit higher, and we'll have a bit more forcing in the atmosphere to produce more storms between 12 to 4 to the north and east. We kind of take that 40% and we push it south and west just a touch between 8 and 4, and then we add this higher zone. We would think there'll be even more downpours way off to the north and way off to the east, but it kind of does include Richmond, cut off there in Centerville and Fountain City, Winchester. We're going to have a little bit of that higher rain chance as well. But if you're in the 20% chance, you still have a chance of rain. In fact, you could have one of the bigger downpours, but we'll just have to see. This is kind of our best guess in order to try to help folks see, okay, what is my chance today? Do I have a higher chance? Do I have a lower chance? Because everyone has something different. Here's a look at Future Track 13. Dry throughout the morning. Clouds start bubbling up really in a big way, even by 10 or 10:30 in the morning. And then by about noon, that's when we have to really turn on the radar and watch out for those pop-up showers and storms. They'll be hit or miss. But if you get a downpour, look at this. For example, this is just a simulation. You would probably cool down to the 70s, while other folks, maybe down the county line or two, could be still in the 90s. But hot showers and thunderstorms likely. They'll be hit or miss. Some of us will get some rain. Some of us will not. You are not guaranteed any rain today, but hopefully you get a shower to cool you off. Quieter conditions overnight tonight. This is 11 o'clock tonight, headed to bed. We'll still have some partly cloudy skies left over. So there are a lot of things going on. So it's really important that we try to figure out this storm forecast, but you know how crazy and unsettled it is. It was yesterday, pop-up downpours everywhere. We probably had 15 to 20 downpours yesterday. We'll have more like 10 to 15 today. But if you're headed to the Indians game, we're taking on the Omaha Storm Chasers. It is Bark in the Park. First pitch at 7:05. There could be an isolated storm or two, especially for the first few innings and as you're headed to the Vic. But I think later in the evening, those rain chances do start to wane. Also, the Fever have a home game tonight. Hey, maybe you're headed to Game Ridge to get them AC. But the LA Sparks, they are not used to this kind of humidity. LA does not get this kind of mugginess, so they're in for it. They're going to be taking on our Fever with the humidity, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the Fever win tonight. Tip off at 7. As you're headed to Gamebridge, watch out for a pop-up shower or two. As you're leaving Gamebridge, the rain chance is a little bit lower this evening. It's not 0 yet until kind of about 10 p.m. or so, so watch out for those. Still warm and humid today, warm and humid tomorrow. We're still in that alert category. This is your heat index tracker, what it feels like. And you know we've been lighting things up red here left and right. Essentially, as a weather team, we've decided, let's just go ahead and put a red thing on there when the heat index is above 100 degrees. And so that's why we have it today and tomorrow, that weather impact alert. Starting on Saturday and through the weekend, a little bit cooler. I know it's not much, but we'll take these small victories where we can get them. But look at the direction we're heading. We're headed down. Next week, it's going to feel a lot better. In the meantime, as we make this transition from super hot to just kind of hot, it's summer. It's supposed to be hot, right? We'll have some rain chances too, and they'll kind of be on and off on different days, but I think Saturday and Monday are the highest chances. Any day you could get a shower. There'll be a few of us that may not even get a rain shower or two the next couple of days, you know, if you're just really unlucky, but we'll have to see. Very scattered, very messy, but the highest chances will be Saturday and Monday. But look next week. This is the dew point, what it feels like, kind of the measure of water in the atmosphere. That's what makes the humidity. A little bit cooler Tuesday, and I think we'll keep that for at least a few days. I was trying to just look for fun past Wednesday a little bit, and I think we've got a few more days of some of this cooler weather. We'll see. But 2 more days, that's it, of the weather impact alert for Thursday and Friday. I think we should be just cool enough that we won't put it on for Saturday and Sunday, but we'll still be warm and it's still be humid. You'll probably notice just a tiny bit difference. Remember, Saturday and Monday, if you look really closely, look how the cloud's just a little bit bigger here on Monday compared to Sunday, a little bit baby cloud. But Saturday and Monday look like to be the better rain chances. On Monday, a front finally comes on through. You get more of that cooler weather Tuesday and Wednesday, lower humidity as well. That's where we should be this time of year. When we look at average data, mid-80s, 84 specifically, right there, 84 on Wednesday. So we are just about there. We just got to get through it. In the summertime, systems move very slowly. You can see it here on the 7-day forecast, maybe changing by a degree or two every day. In the winter, systems move a lot faster, with the jet stream being a lot faster. But summer, we take our time. And so if you like the summer heat right now, you love the humidity, enjoy it now. You'll enjoy it for a few more days before we finally start to cool off. Make sure you keep it here, keep it local. As always, we'll keep you advised.